I need to take Project Phillips back to the workshop. I apologize if that sounded weird. I did this like three different times and it didn't sound good anytime I did it. So this is the fourth try. But yeah, I need to take Project Phillips back to the workshop, and more so my goals on life in particular. In the sense, the workshop just be I need to like plan this out a bit more. Like before I did Project Phillips, there was obviously planning. I had like a whole Google Doc. I just worked on it. Like, okay, I said this is what I wanted to do. This is how I want this to go. This is how it's going to be, right? It wasn't too planned out, as you can probably tell, but it was a plan. And I feel like, in those cartoons when like a character is doing like the wood work or whatever, and there's a bunch of dust, right? That's how I kind of feel, in the sense that I'm doing a lot of stuff, but now everything seems kind of blurry. And it's, yeah, I'll use that analogy. There's some discrepancies that there's, it's not the best analogy, but I think it works for this. So there's a lot of dust, and I feel like I can't necessarily see what I want to do next or what I need to do next, per se. But yeah, okay, that's the episode now. Okay, so for a couple of days, I led sophomore retreat today with a couple of my leaders. It was a great experience. From the moderators who moderated the thing to Father Tom, Mr. Abdul, Miss Zema. They were amazing. The fellow leaders were amazing. The students were amazing. So basically how it works, because our school is really big on service and retreats. So for sophomore retreat, what we do is we head over to our local, not, we head over to a parish where our school priest lives, and then we do a retreat essentially where we reflect. We talk about being sophomores, and then we talk about the Zavarian charism. I'm not going to delve into that this time because I don't have that time on my hand. But so very to give a tip, because I feel bad not delving into it, it's basically how you can live out the gift God has bestowed upon you in your common and spectacular flow of everyday life. I always mess up that part of everyday life. But yeah, so moving on. So what we do, we reflect on that, and then we do some service. So we work on a farm which goes to donations for charities, and it's a really fun experience. So I did that. Then there was some ASA fashion, African Student Association fashion stuff that I had to sort out. So it was really amazing because I think I talked about the whole club thing last episode, but like I think there's some reformations I'm doing for the club, but like I liked how it worked out today because there was an emergency thing where people didn't do what they needed to do, and it was more so on the member side, not like the leadership side. So then like we're a bit behind something. So I wasn't there in person to like handle the situation. I had to like rely on like the second and third in command to do some stuff, and it worked out really well. So I was really happy to see that combo come into place. It does give me more confidence for what I'm going to do with ASA in the coming weeks. Yeah, I'm coming weeks it works. But yeah, this was going to be an episode in itself, but I think it's something really strong. I'm just going to say it. I feel like most of leading clubs, and especially like not beyond leading clubs, junior and senior year is just sending emails. Like from sending emails about like quizzes you'd like to take later, or you have to take later, or something you extended, or in clubs, just a lot of it is sending emails, and it's so weird. You never expected that part. I think I've already touched on this, but I think as a freshman, build a habit to just check your email. It's not that hard, right? You can literally do it in your free time. Like before you go on the social media, right? You can say, okay, let me check my emails first. Let me make sure that's clear. Especially when you're applying to colleges, because colleges will sometimes send you interview stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, we want to interview you, and if you missed the interview thing, that sucks on your part. But yeah, that wasn't the main point. Let's get back to the main thing about taking Project Phillips back to the shed. So I think I really have to take a step back and plan this. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to post something tomorrow, but more so means I need, like what I said already, I need a step back to see how to do this, and just some other, like, even because for my side, I want to relax somewhere with an internship, or maybe just work on my research project. But I think I'm just like, I need something more concrete, right? I feel it's too blurry, but the problem, and that's why, like, when I'm saying this, I feel like it's hearsay because I can't necessarily, I'm not gonna say can't. It's hard to take a step back, right? Because I have other stuff I have to do. So then the time I don't necessarily have, I have to find the time. Right? See how I'm using the definers for what I can and cannot do, but I have to find the time to this, like, focus on this as well and incorporate more other time to do other stuff, right? But yeah, I guess that's where the whole working on the woodshop thing, the dust appearing. Essentially, I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and those stuff have like the remnants of it. Those stuff build up dust, like the dust is accumulating. It's hard to like see what my grand vision is. So I want to take a step back and see what's the blueprint. Yeah, okay, this analogy does work. I like it. So actually draw the blueprints because this is looking a bit not messy, but it's not heading in the direction I want it to be, or it's not heading to its full potential. So what does that mean for tomorrow's episode? I have no idea. But I can tell you what it means for the episode after tomorrow, or the episode after the one after tomorrow. Basically, in the next like 2 to 3 episodes, it means more so a scheduled thing. So I will, wherever you learn from experiences, never to release a schedule because there's no reason really to, unless it's like an accountability thing. But stay on track. It means more scheduled episodes and then just a more scheduled plan. So one thing I will say, there's a friend of mine who I've been talking to who I might actually do an episode with. So I think that's gonna be really fun. But we'll see how it goes. I think, gosh, I always cut myself off because I'm trying to find the best words to say. But I think that's gonna be one of my favorite episodes if I'm actually able to pull it off, because I would like to see the other perspective and just like, I feel I work best when I build off other people's ideas, right? So that'll be a fun episode. Okay. Besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.